What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. Going to be pulling apart a Junkyard 6-liter today. Get it ready to do a little stock bottom end build. Just gonna go over everything we got going on. I've done these videos before where I wear a head mount GoPro. You guys seem to like them a little bit. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna take it apart, talk about what I find, show you guys what we got going on, and then do some time lapse in between. This setup is it's gonna be a ProCharge F1X gear drive, stock bottom end, stock pistons, rods, crank. It has 317 heads on it right now. The heads have a leak on one of the freeze plugs. I have another set of 317 heads that already have had a valve job, and they have stock valves. They've just been made sure they've been lapped in there, and it has some Texas Speed valve springs on them, Texas Speed or BTR valve springs. I'm not sure which one exactly, but it's ready to go, and the head has been shaved. So it's a very budget build. I got a set of used lifters. They're LS7 lifters that were in a motor for a very short period of time. I believe I got like a GM oil pump. So I got some stuff that I could throw in there, extremely budget. After I put it together and have it all done, I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of how much money I put into it. But got the motor for $390 from LKQ. It was in a van. The van did have a new water pump on there, so speculations of having some heating and cooling issues is very possible. It could have some issues like that. Condition-wise, it's probably like disgusting inside like the rest of them, but not terrible. So I'm gonna run in there. We'll get started in today's video, and we'll see what we got going on. All right, so just getting into it, what we're doing first, take the manifolds off, take the plug wires off, coil packs. Phil, you nervous?
Bro, do you see how disgusting that motor is?
Oh my God. What is wrong with it?
I'm surprised you don't have on gloves.
Why would you say that? You know I'm not a you're of all people, you wear gloves. I don't.
Children. I have to touch them when I get home, okay?
That's what she said.
Hands need to be as clean as possible.
This thing here, we're having a stock bottom end dual. You got your turbo stock bottom end G, stock bottom end blown truck, literally gonna mess you up. Mess you up. You see that air to water?
Bro, you're gonna bend your neck with that thing.
Dude, do you see the size of it?
That thing is massive.
Chris and I just had a conversation. We said just to get it fired up, we're gonna run 3 Most Plus fuel pumps and just run it on alcohol.
Do it. No, that's not a streetcar then.
Just to get it fired up.
Oh, okay.
Like just to have it running like quick, because I don't want to have to build all the charge pipe. I really don't want to have to put that in until I have Kirky seats in there, because I have to run the charge pipe to the back, and it's gonna go in between the seats.
One of the Kirky seats.
What's that?
You got to run it through one of them.
No, I'm going between them. It's got a bench right now, so I'm gonna run alcohol stock seats when I go.
Overboost is it throws piping into your face.
Yes, facts. But are you nervous? We are locked in. Within the first 5 hits on that truck, we're running side by side. By the 5th pull,
You better make sure that thing is on point to a T. Because, as I said before, you already know.
What
Break
run?
everything you drive.
Okay.
All right?
You know what?
So it may or may not last 2 hits.
You know what?
A hit away from you.
It doesn't matter. I didn't say that'd be in the same day. I'll go home.
Off first hit, or it's not gonna leave 1 to 2.
I can guarantee that thing's gonna leave. With my ball joint drop, the suspension's gonna be sitting perfect.
Yeah, perfectly on the track.
All right, so what I do to get started with this, I have a little box where I keep all my all the reusable parts, and then I make a little pile here for the junk, and then I have a little drip pan underneath there. I'll take this out. This has a couple other stuff here from other motors. Rear cover, we'll take that. Already took that off. That's a major key, is take your rear cover off before you put it on the engine stand, because it's very difficult to get to. Yeah, I guess just we're gonna dive in and start ripping stuff off.
$10 say the cam bearings are shot.
I'm really hoping they're not. I don't know. There was no mileage. We couldn't tell the mileage on this truck because it had the dash ripped out of it.
Yep, it's got about 200,000 on it.
Oh no! Phil! Oh!
Holy fuck.
No! This is bad.
Well, no, it's okay. Quaker stuff better. I mean, never change the oil.
Ever. Never change the oil. They never change their oil. How bad the other side is. I don't even want these valve covers. Normally, I'll be like, oh, valve covers, nice. What are you talking? I changed my oil.
You don't change the oil in the cow. You change the oil in the cow like every 6 months.
It only makes like 12 passes in 6 months.
That is very true.
Look at this, guys. This is not good. Change your oil, damn it. God, that is terrible.
Comment section now. Oh, you guys didn't take the valve covers off? You can hit a fender, but you can't take the valve covers off.
Tell them about working at a junkyard.
Alright,
Tell them how it works.
this is
Phil
how-
used to work at a junkyard. For everyone that's upset that said we vandalized the junkyard, Phil, you worked at a junkyard.
This
Tell
is
'em.
how a junkyard works. All right, Calamera comes in there, which is probably going to be in there in the next couple of years. So obviously the motor's built. It's a pretty fresh motor, right? So they'll take the motor out. They'll take the cats. They basically have a sheet of what's valuable on the car, and they have somebody that works like on a 2-bay thing or like this. They drain the gas, the coolant, all the fluids out of it, and they take the motor, or if the motor's good and it's got low mileage on it, they'll take the motor out. They'll take the seats out if they're good, or if anybody wants them, like if they're on order or anything like that. They'll take anything out of the car that they can sell online that's valuable. They can't sell this.
What?
They can't sell that fender.
This thing had
that's probably already damaged, so they left the fender on there already. That's how junkyard works.
So when the car's on the lot,
if it's on the lot,
it has no value.
It has no value to them. Whatever they make off of it, then is just purely whatever.
and then when they don't, it'll just go get crushed.
It's crushed. Especially like a company like LKQ, Weaver, any major company like that, they'll have like that. Now if it was a small time junkyard, more than likely they wouldn't do something like that, but
this is not cool. God, dog.
that's the karma for hitting that fender in the mirror. Somebody's gonna say in the comments. I'm just gonna.
No one got on Ben for smoking a mirror. Or a fender.
No, it's because you did it.
Because I did it.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. All right, well, I'm going to keep... God, dude, these rockers are about damn smoked.
Ben's cool. You just suck. I mean, you're gonna have to put trunnion upgrades in them anyway. So
Screw that, I'm going Speedmaster rocker arms. Adjustable.
man.
Budget, still in budget. This is worst case scenario. Worst case, oh, it can only get worse if the bottom end's smoked. All right, got the rock arms off. You just take the rockers and the stands and you save them. The bolts you'll end up throwing away when you do a trunnion upgrade, but the actual rocker core itself and the stand you need. Absolutely gross. This dude who owned this thing last never did an oil change. Not ideal by any means, but we're gonna keep plugging away. I'm gonna pull the manifolds off. I just wanted to see inside here. I'm impatient. Generally pull the manifolds off first. Pull the manifolds off now, and then I'm gonna start going after all the head bolts and pull the heads off. Starters. Hey, we got 4 round holes.
The top of the pistons are there.
Pretty decent, sir. Look at this one. This one's got so much shit on top of it.
87 octane.
Alright guys, just yanked both heads off. Pistons look alright. Pistons are good. Gonna clean it up, do the old Red Max trick to it. Oil in the lifters absolutely smoked. Looks like they put that that stop leak stuff in there. So we'll have to try to clean that out. I'm gonna Red Max it and do everything like that. Pull the balancer off next. I like to pull the heads off so I can see. I mean, if it's tore up here, I'm not gonna continue to take it apart. I mean, the motor will just be shot. So now that everything's good, going to pull the balancer off, pull the camshaft, lifters, everything, all that. out, oil pump, drop the pan. We're gonna have just a, we're gonna leave the pistons, rods, crank in the block, and then we're gonna hose it down, clean it up, spray it, let it sit overnight, really try to get it clean as we can. But this is a good sign. We got round holes.
And you also got something that smells like charcoal.
It's called Phil's Titty.
Uh-oh.
They put that stop leak stuff in here.
Not bad.
Alright guys, well here it is. Got the long block down to a short block. As you can see, we got all the parts laying on the ground there. We got the block right here. Bottom end actually looks pretty good. Clean it up with some Red Max, paint it, and then it will look good as new. Really, we're just trying to go out here and kill Phil. Go and bust his ass. Ben, do you think we got Phil covered? Is he in trouble?
He's talking to himself.
He's talking to the car. That's how he's tuning right now. He talks to it. Unbelievable. So bottom end looks pretty good. We're not going to pull anything off to check the bearings, but what we're going to do is we're just going to slap it back together. The setup that we're going to run, I need to get a camshaft for it. So I'll tell you guys the parts that we're going to run on this right now. LS9 multi-layer gaskets, ARP head stud kit. We're going to run, I'm not sure what camshaft yet, but we're going to run probably Texas Speed or BTR camshaft, Melling oil pump, new cam gear, new timing chain, LS7 lifters. I have those. I have the push rods for these heads. The heads have valve springs on them already, some 660 springs, and that is, Ben, I miss anything? Oh, front and rear seal kits with all the gaskets, O-rings, new plunger, and very simple. Got the motor for 300 bucks. I'm gonna get all nice parts. I have some parts, so I might spend $500 to $1,000 max to have this thing ready to go in the truck. And then there are conversations we're having now about running it on alcohol just to get it running. I know you probably like that. Run on alcohol. If we're only gonna make 700 horsepower right now, we could. How much power can we make on alcohol with 210s max?
900.
Close to 1,000.
Close enough.
Close enough to 1,000. So we could probably squeeze 1,000 out of it. Will this motor, we can make 1,000 on this motor?
Yeah.
Yep. So there it is. Simple setup. I mean, simple build. You've heard me talk and make videos before about making 1,000 horsepower reliably. This is probably not the reliable way to do it, but
it'll work.
It'll work, and that's what we're doing. This is a placeholder until the other motor's done. So real simple, 1,000 horsepower setup. Camshaft, push rod, valve springs, new lifter trays, LS7 lifters, timing chain, cam gear. I mean, that's really all you need. 660 spring, and that's it. Make sure your valves aren't leaking, nothing like that, nothing's bent, and you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna clean this mess up, get this video edited, and get some shirts shipped out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. Comment down below your setup. What are you running in your car? What camshaft you're running? What lifters? What valve springs? Let me know what you guys are running in your rides at home, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.
Thank you.